Hello once again. In this video, we will understand what is vertex normal worldspace node. In this example, you can see a cube with two white face facing upwards. And the moment we change the orientation towards that Z axis, the color changes. Now, if we change it in the other axis, whether it is X or Y, there is no change. But the moment you do the changes on the Y axis, on the Z axis, it changes. So basically in this cube where we have used a vertex normal node, the side which is showing upwards is basically taking up the color white and the other sides are taking up a different color. If you change the orientation, it doesn't change unless and until any side takes up the vertically up direction. This is the cube which has blue, green and red, and which corresponds to Z axis, Y axis and Z axis. The positive side of it remains the green, but the negative side of the green becomes a black. The same goes for red and same goes for the blue. So basically we have the green with the negative side, it is black. We have blue on the positive side and black on the negative side, and red on the positive side and black on the negative side. So with the vertex normal, you can actually control the color on different vertices and different faces. Please like this video if you find it informative and helpful. And yes, subscribe to our channel for more updates. Fine, so let's recreate it again. So right click material and name it vertex normal. Okay, so double click. Okay, now what we need is vertex normal. So right click and type vertex normal. So here is the vertex normal worldspace. Yes, fine. Simply connect it with the base color. Now what I've shown you earlier, that okay, in the sphere it is not visible, it is the blend of a lot of other colors. So it is not that you cannot differentiate, but yes, the blending. But let me convert it into cube. So what you can see here is the green color which is corresponding towards the Y channel, and the back of it of any color, like you saw that back of red was black, back of blue is black, and that's basically the negative part of Y channel or any other respective channels. So this is how we can control, and we can control, and every time wherever you change the vertices, the color changes. So let me apply it over here, and you see the same thing. So as we have already seen in the cube, it is not much visible, but still it is a blend of lot of other colors. But in the cube, if we change the orientation, the red color changes, and the yellow color, whatever is coming, is in between the transition in between the two colors. And let me change the orientation in the other way also. Yeah, this way. So you can see there is a change. It is getting as a blue color, but it is not exactly blue because we have already done some orientation change in the X direction. So let me make it a bit thick so that the colors are pretty visible. So here you can see the moment it comes upward, it takes up that blue color. Although this blue color is not exactly the blue what we mean, this would be transition because it is tilted towards the X direction, so there is a bit change. But end of the day, what the point with this vertex normal is that you can control the normal or the direction of the color where the cube is facing or the other side is facing. Fine. Now let us see a couple of other things how we can do some changes. Example, we will use a component mask. So right click and type component mask. We will explain the component masks later on also. Fine. Yes. Now connect it. Only thing you need to keep in mind that you can, with this component mask, you can actually control the channels RGB. So here you can see all are unticked and only R is ticked. Or here what you can see, X-axis, towards the X-axis it is visible, that is white, rest all are black. And if I change this, if I make it towards the Z-axis, that means the blue portion becomes a white and rest all becomes the black. Now this is what the masking is. Now this why black and white, it is all because that we are talking into the alpha channel. I mean, no colors are being added. Now let me add some colors to it, and then you will see the colorful model. So for more effect, we need the multiply node. So let me connect and let me give this red color. Okay, fine. It is more of a pink. Great. Anyway, now what you will see that the component which is not masked, or the component or the channel which was selected, takes up the color, whatever the color we have given in the 3 vector. So here that red channel or the x-axis is allowed, so it is taking up that color, and vice versa, whatever you do, I mean for the green, so particularly for the y axis it will take up the color, and rest all other colors are, rest all other sides will appear as a black. Fine. Okay, so you can have multiple colors, you can have multiple channels, whether it is RGB or only the alpha, that is up to you. Whatever you want it, you can give the color to that. Let me make it white, and so we come back. But one thing I want to make it clear that this white is the color that what we have chosen. It is not because of something else. So here the cube looks like the upper portion becomes the white and the rest all portion becomes the black. Great. So let me show you something else, how we can use the vertex normal. So here is the example. Here you can see that the upper portion is some sort of red or pink, and the rest is the blue. You see whatever we have seen with the different examples with the different colors. Now coming back to this material editor, here you can see a lot of things. Here it is a masking, there is a if node, there is a lerp node. Trust me, it is not required to understand all over this right now, but the whole idea is this: how we can use this vertex normal world space. We will cover all these if node and app node or the lerp node in different videos. So the best example of this, or the best application of this, is like, if you want to have something which is always on the top of other materials or other textures, is something like, ice on a rock or a hill, or maybe, dust on table. So let us suppose if you change the orientation of the table, the dust remains on the top of it. Or let us suppose if you change the orientation of the rock, the ice remains on the top of the rock, whatever the shape or size it is. Fine. So this was all about the vertex normal. That's it for this video. Thank you. Thanks a lot.